Hello and welcome everyone to another Thursday evening for Zenith Online Racing Tier 2 here at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas for round number 19. It's going to be me, Ira Packer, taking you through main comms tonight, and then it's going to be Camden Luca with me in the comms booth. How's it going, Camden?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm really excited to get this one underway. If you're not aware, the Tier 2 championships, both of them cannot be wrapped up tonight, so we will have to wait at least one more or till Mexico to get those wrapped up in 2 weeks' time. But really excited to get this one underway before we go into the Christmas break.
Absolutely, and we have a full grid tonight. There was a ton of reserves that checked in for this race, and looks like a lot of people like this track. And to note, it is also a home track for a lot of people, including you and I as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this race.
Yeah, obviously Zenith Online Racing is based in North America. So yeah, a lot of people should call this home or either very, very close to home compared to a lot of the tracks that we go to on the calendar. But yeah, just gonna go into the championship battle right now. It's currently Alt Maverick leading by 42 points to the guy on your screen in the McLaren right now. Scavney 720. But yeah, Alt Maverick leading the championship. He's had that championship lead since I think around France or Canada. So yeah, it's been really strong from the Haas driver. But Scavney has really been on a run of form recently.
Absolutely, and it does look like Scavney is about to start his lap. Per usual, he was the first guy out, and we'll have to see what he puts up. He's been very strong as of late, has won the last couple of races, so we'll see what he can do, but he's beginning his lap.
Yeah, Scavney now just past the pit start-finish line. He's going to have to wait for the Alfa Romeo to get out of the way to do nicely. Having a little, not being able to decide when he wanted to turn in there, but having a decent braking zone for that first corner and the highest point on the circuit. Now through the S section 3, 4, 5, not getting loose on those curbs, 6, and now 7 for the left-hander. You have to really choose your braking point. Very hard to do for that corner, not really making the apex there. Now up the hill, very difficult. 8 and 9 chicane. Those corners are very difficult to get right, and you can invalidate on the outside. Now through turn 10, and a little bit of a dip in the circuit. Now you go back uphill, just very slightly braking for turn 11, the hairpin onto the longest straight on the circuit. It's a little bit of a boring one. It has a little bit of a right curve, but you are going to be able to see a lot of overtaking here in the race with that DRS now braking for turn 12, just about 75 meters, turning in very nicely. A little bit of a lockup on that front left and using that exit curb. Now coming into the third sector, turn 13, having a little bit of lockup, not hitting that apex how he wants to be on his final run. Now through 14, and then the very difficult braking zone of turn 15, a little bit of a double left-hander. Now into the triple right-hander, 16, 17, and 18, all flat out in these 2020 Formula 1 cars. Now bringing it back all the way to the right side. For turn 19, the penultimate corner, very easy to invalidate here, not getting on that exit curve. He's not going to risk it. He's going to set this banker time now through the last corner, down to second gear for the McLaren, opening up DRS, and it's going to be a 132.3.
Yeah, that's a good first lap. You mentioned there was a couple of lockups around turn 12 and turn 13 as Night Monkey, wow, 136.85, which completely blows Scavney's time out of the water, and that's the first time in the 130s. I don't know. We might see some times in the 129s as well. But yeah, that's a great first lap for Night Monkey.
Yeah, that's about where you're going to be wanting to aim. Around the 30s, maybe even the 29s for the top of the end, guys, as Barkskull goes just a little bit in behind Scavney. Yeah, that's where you're about going to be wanting to aim for your lap times. Maybe a little bit slower on your bankers, but yeah, that's right where you want to be for Night Monkey.
It does look like most people are out on track right now, and most people are on the soft, so we'll see what happens there, but it looks like most people are going with the same strategy of trying to get the fastest lap that they can on these soft tires.
Thank you to GPC in the comments. Having a little bit of fun as he watches this Thursday evening stream for ZOR. But yeah, I'll try and make it entertaining for you guys as Monkey Mafia, the provisional pole sitter's teammate, is coming through the penultimate corner, not using that exit curb like Scavney or just like Scavney now opening up the DRS across the line. He's going to go into P5 at 32.8. Just about 2.2 seconds off of his Alpha Tauri teammate. But yeah, everybody's going to be finishing their first runs as they come into this last sector. Actually, Soiloka's going to be starting a lap. I think Alt Maverick is on a lap. Actually, he is invalidated. Who's the next one on a lap? It might be Tempura. That's going to be difficult to say. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay, but yes, RC is not on a lap, but Zenith has done a lap. Lit Romney is on an out lap. Who is on a lap? Is it Lagging Loki? Yeah, it's going to be Lagging Loki. A little bit of a double front lockup there on turn-in into this third sector. Oh, going very, very wide there in the runoff. He almost no ERS. I wonder if he's going to be coming into the pits here. Locking up there again for turn 15 now. Ooh, a little bit of slide on traction. These tires are not at the optimal temperature. He's already taken out way too much life out of them on his out lap. And now coming through that triple right-hander. Very, very fast corner now through turn 19. Locking up once again. Very difficult lap for the Renault driver. But yeah, he's going to be coming into the pit lane. Ooh, that's steep.
Well, he didn't make contact with anything, so at least he had that positive. But obviously, he's probably just going to want to have to regroup and go back out on fresher tires. But we have a lot of people tuned in for this race. Like I said before, it's a lot of people's home track here in America. And yeah, this is quite a hyped up race.
Yeah, Soiloka coming through. Ooh, that's not going to be good for Soiloka. He looked like to be having a really good third sector. I only watched a little part of it, but Soiloka is known as one of the better qualifiers here in Tier 2. But then just invalidating at turn 19. Very, very easy to do here at the Circuit of the Americas. A lot of places to go off. Very fast track. Very easy to just, extend a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people know, as a lot of people, only 7 people have set a lap time, 2 being on the mediums. But yeah, Night Monkey, absolutely rapid. He has now fitted the medium tires. We're going to go to... yes, best times. That was on the soft tires. Let's just get that out there. He's not going to be... I don't think he can beat that time on the mediums. There's absolutely no way, right?
Well, Night Monkey is a very good qualifier, and I think he had a pole recently, so who knows? Maybe he can make it work on the mediums, but it looks like most people going with the softs, so might as well try the mediums. He's way ahead of everybody else. Just there's still a lot of time left. Might as well try it.
Yeah, Lit Romney in the Mercedes coming across the line to set his first lap time. It's going to be a 33.4 as Puff Digital comes on to start his lap. His Ferrari teammate is going into that middle sector. Scavney just across the line to start his second flying lap. Night Monkey, your provisional pole setter, coming across the line to start a lap on the medium tires. Not exactly sure for what, as both the first Alfa Romeo of Segrist coming into the pit lane. And his team is going to be crossing the line to start a lap. Is Hightower on a lap? Hightower is on a lap coming through turns 16, 17, and 18 in his Williams Racing car. Now coming through turn 19. Going to touch that exit curve very, very nicely onto the entry of turn 19. Now braking for the final corner. Not getting to the apex as well as he would have wanted. Now opening up the DRS. It's going to be P7 for Hightower. A very decent lap for the Williams driver. I think that's the two. One of the Red Bulls coming to the line. That is Sam M. But it's going to be Arbig across the line next, and he's going to go into second place. Still 1.1 or 1.2 seconds off of the provisional pole sitter, but that's still a very good lap considering Night Monkey is like in front of literally everyone.
Yeah, I think it just shows how great Night Monkey's lap was. Still over a second and 2/10 ahead of everybody else, but Biga only the second driver to get out of the 132s and get into at least the 131s. And another thing too is you see how not many people Puff in a second. Not many people have qualified. There's going to be a lot of invalidations here throughout the rest of qualifying, and especially through the S's. And I'm telling you, when you invalidate through the S's, it just sucks because you have to go all the way back around the entire track to start another lap. So you'll definitely see a lot of those.
Yeah, most definitely is. Ben Swerven is going to be coming to the line here in his Alfa Romeo to set his first lap time, opening up the DRS. It's going to go into P3. The fourth person into the 131s is Puff did improve on, did set his first lap time, or improved. Not exactly sure which. We're just going to forget that. But yeah, Puff, Ben Swerven, and Arbig are going to be in second, third, and fourth. The best of the rest, really, so far. Who is that? The other Williams. I'm blind. Hightower coming into the pit lane.
So I noticed that Night Monkey is in the pits, but just put on the soft tires, which makes me think he might want to go back out and do another lap. And it's still a pretty big gap between him and everybody else, but I have a feeling we might see somebody get near that lap time. As Maverick
getting close.
In the second. As I said, times are getting closer to the 130s, and Maverick just jumped Puff and got into P2 there.
Yeah, Alt Maverick going in front of Puff Digital by 9,000. Puff Digital putting up a little bit of a championship fight in that mid-season, not being able to get close, and then having a little bit of a dip in form is who improved there. As one of the Williams is Soy Loco into P4, as we mentioned, a very good qualifier in Tier 2, going into P4, as Lagging Loki is invalidated and going to be starting another lap. Is that Monkey Mafia? Monkey Mafia is in turn 1, that was one of the Red Bulls. Was that Bark School? Yes, Bark School across the line. Going to the left side here for turn 1, now breaking into turn 1. A little bit of a lockup going down the second gear. Very nice turn 1 there for the Red Bull driver, but has backed off. I'm not exactly sure why, but RC across the line. The two Racing Boys have been looking really, really good recently. Has been really looking good in form as RC goes onto a 32.3. He's going to be in that last spot in the top 10. The last driver to start with those tires used in qualifying. Sam M is coming to the line in his Red Bull. We didn't get to talk much about the standings as Sam pulls into the pit lane, and it's going to be Jinnit across the line next to set his first competitive lap time on those medium tires. He likes to go for the alternate stride. Oh, that's difficult. Ooh, who's that? Is that Wolf? No, that's Alt Maverick. What has Alt Maverick done?
Pits.
Oh, Alt Maverick.
Yeah, he looks like he just missed the pits. Good thing he didn't hit the barrier, though. He came very close to swiping that barrier, but looks like he'll come in, possibly get some fresh tires, and go back out there and see if he can get ahead of Night Monkey.
Yeah, there's still 5 minutes left in qualifying as Monkey Mafia, hoping to match his teammate. He's going to go into P8, 31.9. He's going to be the last person in the 31s, but not close enough to his teammate. He's lagging. Loki will finally come across the line to set a lap time. It's going to be a 35.1 for the Renault driver. P15. Ooh, and that's another person who's off at the pit lane entrance. That's Bark Skull. I wonder if he has damage. I've been on board for a while. We are going to go off board. As not California 5. That's the other Mercedes. Lit Romney is coming into the third sector to start a lap time. Who is the next one out on track? Is that Seagrass? I believe that is Seagrass in the Alfa Romeo. Yes. And then Jinnit coming into the pit lane. Nope, that's RC coming into the pit lane. Oh my. Okay. Wolfsburg on an outlap.
Well, Jinnit is on a lap, but that is invalidated, so he will have to try again. Yeah, 4 minutes left. This is when you really got to make sure you get your best lap in. So you cannot invalidate. Invalidating now is just not good at all.
Yeah, Night Monkey coming to set another lap time. He's a 10th up coming through the middle sector, but has invalidated. That's a wheel off.
No.
That's a wheel off
goodness.
for the provisional pole sitter. That's going to be a difficult rebuild for the Alpha Tauri boys in 5-6 minutes. But yeah, I wonder if they can get that done. But his teammate is going to be coming into the penultimate corner. Is not invalidated this time. They're going to be starting another lap. Actually, they're coming into the pit lane to put on a fresh set of tires as Arbiga P7 right now. Went second place just a little bit early, opening up the DRS. Can he go P2 now? It was an outlap? What? I'm so confused. Okay, game, nice.
Well, I just want to go back to the pit lane because we've been seeing a lot of people having issues getting into the pit lane, and I don't know. It's just weird because there wasn't really an issue on Monday. Maybe people are just seeing their limits of how fast they can go into the pit lane, but we could see some incidents on pit entry today, just seeing how many incidents we've already seen in qualifying.
Yeah, most definitely. Is there a yellow flag? I believe that's for lagging Loki in the run on the first sector. But Wolfsburg improves by 2.3 seconds. That's a good improvement for the Haas driver. He goes P11. The first person to start on those fresh tires in the race in just a few minutes. Once this short qualifying session will end, it's going to be the Williams of Hightower on an out lap. And then I think that's Biga, who I'm not sure if improved or what happened, but yeah, he's P7. I think he's finished with his last run, or might be going again on those soft tires.
So I do just want to clear up, this will be a dry race, so once again, Tier 2 getting the benefit of the weather. It used to be actually that Tier 2 tended to get either a wet qualifying or a wet race, but it seems like us Tier 1 guys have had it tough as of late. It seems like there's always been rain in either qualifying or the race, but it will be a dry race for these guys, so they won't have to worry about anything crazy. But let's see what Biga does. Coming to the line, looks like he does not improve.
Yes, Gavney has improved by almost 7/10 going into P4, the second place on that second row. I think that's the inside for those guys who have qualified on an even grid slot. One of the Red Bulls, that's Barstool's, come across the line. He has improved by 7/10. I don't think he has improved in any positions, but Sam M, his teammate, has improved by 3.5 and replaces Gavney in P4. Who is that? That's Ben Swerven to start a lap. One of the Mercedes coming into the pit lane. A Racing Point getting very close to the Williams out on track. That's RC. Who's that Williams? I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but yeah, RC across the line to start a lap. And now a Williams as well. That is Soy Loco on an out lap. They're going to be starting a lap, but it's going to be Hightower, the next person on a lap. Let's go on board with him through the second half of this third sector through 16, 17, and 18. Very, very nicely for the Williams driver. I think we've seen this guy, my English, Hightower, do the third sector quite a while. Ooh, that's late braking, going to be going off the track and then coming back on, not invalidating miraculously, but improving by only 1/10 and not improving on any positions. But Janet is going to be starting a lap. Who is Monkey Mafia coming to start a lap? Lagging Loki, who's done 3 laps and his tires is very close to running out of fuel. Is that Puff? Did Biga give Puff slipstream, but he's already invalidated? Puff coming to start another lap, taking a lot of life out of those tires. But yeah, Puff is invalidated, and it's going to be Bigger across the line, who is invalidated as well, and it's going to be one of the Hasses. He's going to be giving slipstream to Alt Maverick here. I'm sure Alt Maverick will absolutely enjoy that, but Alt Maverick is backing off. I don't know if he set another lap time. I don't think he improved. But yeah, now qualifying is over, so these are going to be the last runs for the guys out there. Ben Swerven coming across the line. He was 3/10 up, crossing the middle sector split. He's improving by 5/10. He found 3/10 in that, 3/10 in that last sector. He's going to go up to P3. He's going to be the first person behind Night Monkey in provisional pole position, but now it's going to be Soy Loco, a really good qualifier. He's also 2.5 up, coming through that middle sector split, opening up the DRS DR rating. He's going to go P3. He's going to replace Ben, also improving by 5/10, but just a little bit more. Now the Red Bull of Sam M, he has run out of fuel. It's going to be Soy Loco's teammate of Hightower to the line. He's invalidated though as well. Who is the next Racing Point? It's going to be Jinnit. Jinnit is 3.7 seconds up on his lap time. That's just in the middle sector. That's just a straight and some S's. Let's see what he can do in third sector, the most technical sector on the circuit. Coming through the last corner, not invalidating as we've seen many people do. He's going to go up to P8, improving by 6.3 seconds. That's a good lap from Jin. It's a 31.6 going into that bottom end of the top 10, but Monkey Mafia improves by 3/10, not replacing Jin. It's 400s between those two, but next up is going to be Puff. He's 2.5 up, as we've seen many people do. Let's see if he can find another 2.5 in his lap time. That would put him very, very close to pole position as Sam M retires in the pit lane, opening up the DRS. Puff is going to go into P2. He only finds 1/10.5, but that's a good lap from the Ferrari driver for his race. Alt Maverick is coming to the pit lane. He wasn't improving, but Bark School is going to be the last one to cross the line, I think, here in his Red Bull, opening up the DRS and not going to improve.
Wow. So Night Monkey, that first lap, one of the first laps of the entire session, ended up hanging on for the pole position, which really surprises me because Night Monkey, remember, crashed into the pit wall with about 5 minutes left and nobody else could catch him.
Yeah, that was his first lap time, so it must have been an absolutely amazing lap from
Yeah.
Night Monkey, as he is on pole, just by about a tenth and a half in his Alpha Tauri. Not many people could get close, but in the end, it was only the first 2 rows in the 1 minute 30s. But yeah. No, I don't think it'll be giving him fresh tires. It'll be giving him the tires that he did his qualifying lap on, which were the first ones that he went out on. But yeah, it's going to be Night Monkey, the American, taking pole at his home race, and it's going to be Puff Digital, and then Alt Maverick, Soy Loco, Ben Swervin, Sam M. Scavney, Jinnit, Monkey Mafia, and Biga in that top 10, 1.1 seconds separating those 10 drivers. But now going down the order, it's going to be Barkskull, Wolfsburg, RC7, Lit Romney, Hightower, and Lagging Loki, who all set times all on the soft tires. And it's going to be California 5, Adri, Segrist, who didn't set a time, and then Tempura, who disqualified from the session, so he will be starting in last place.
Yeah, and quick shout out to Ben Swervin, a reserve qualifying P5. And another thing, too, is the Racing Points usually have been very good in qualifying as of late, and they both qualified P8 and P13, so a little off-kilter for those guys. But with Jinnit and RC, I'm sure they'll be able to make the reverse strategy work, but I don't know if we've gone through the standings yet, actually. We should probably go through that.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully nobody readies up so that we have time to
we need the most time possible here. Race director, delay by another minute, please. But yeah, Alt Maverick, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, is leading by 42 points to Scavney, and then it's going to be the Ferrari duo of Biga and Puff, and then the Racing Point duo of RC and Jinnit. So Racing Point, Ferrari, and Haas, all very close in the constructors battle. And then it's going to be the Williams of Soy Loco, who's qualified really well. He's been really strong this season. And then the Red Bull duo of Sam M and Barkskull. Then it's going to be Mr. Baboon, who we haven't seen in a little bit. And then it's going to be Eric, Wolfsburg, and Lit Romney. Wolfsburg in that Mercedes sandwich. And then it's going to be Night Monkey, who is your pole sitter here tonight, in 14th in the standings. And it's going to be JMG and the Alfa Romeo, Monkey Mafia, Hightower, DP, and Sebi Debi in P17, 18, and 19. And it's going to be Niebuhr in the McLaren, who is yet to score points.
Yeah, and then another thing too is the Racing Points. I mentioned them before. They have really been making their way through constructors. After Britain, they were P6, and now going into this race, they are P3 and only 36 points behind Haas in P2. And Haas is closing in on Ferrari, so we could have a legitimate three-way battle for the constructors' title because there's still 4 races left, and Racing Point really has been racking up a ton of points lately.
Yeah, most definitely. Ever since Jinnit came down from Tier 1, turned off the racing line, has been pretty strong in Tier 2. I think he won in Austria after his first race in France, as the race director, Puff, has rated up. So I don't think he'll be getting a time penalty.
Well, we could give him one, because technically he was the first guy to ready up.
Yeah, we could. we could do that. I don't think Puff needs that type of pain right now, but I think we could do that.
No, and Puff really, he's had it tough the last few weeks. He's had really he's had a shot to win the last 4 or 5 races, and things just have not worked out. So I really would not want to see Puff get a 10-second penalty. But Puff, starting up front, could easily win this race.
Yeah, starting from the front row. He did have a good qualifying last time out in Japan. Unfortunately, not being able to convert that into points, I don't think. I don't think Ferrari's... I think they scored like 9th and 10th or 8th and 10th or something last time out in Japan. Something that's not going to help their constructors battle all too much, with All Maverick being on the podium. So yeah, their constructors battle has not been looking that great recently, but we are going to go through the tires right now. Since I don't like it when people don't bring up the tires right away, so we are going to bring that up right away for you guys. So inside the top 10, obviously everyone on the sauce, but it's going to be Wolfsburg, Lagging Loki, and then P19 and P20, row 10, going to be starting on those soft compound tires, and it's going to be Barkskull and P11. It would be interesting to see what he can do, as well as RC, California 5, and Adri, all on the medium tires. Adri been a front runner recently. Obviously, he's a reserve, so he cannot score points. But he's been up at the front running that reverse strategy. It's going to be Lit Romney and Hightower, 14th to 15th, starting on the hard compound tires.
So a couple of things. First of all, Bones is predicting a turn 1 crash, which would be the second one that we've had this week. Packer, unfortunately, you had a front row seat at that.
Literally in his car.
I did too. I just was in the right place at the right time, which didn't matter because the game screwed me over later in the race, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
No, we won't talk about that. It wasn't a good race for either of us, but you know what? Oh, we had, I think, a collision here under formation lap. But
Ben Swerven and Sam M.
It is that time. For those who are new, we do predictions before every race.
I cannot say.
And usually my predictions always fail. Usually I curse the people. So we'll do this quick because they're about to ready up. You know what? We're just going to put it like this. The top 3 will be the top 3 of the race. I'm going to say it's going to be that top 3 right there.
The exact same order?
Yep. Well, no, I think Puff is going to get
variation.
The monkey. I think Puff, I don't want to make a pun because Night Monkey's in the top 3, but Puff is going to get the monkey off his back and finally get on the top 7 of the podium. Okay. I think Night Monkey will get P2 and Maverick P3. That's my podium. So good luck to you guys. Hopefully you are not cursed.
Well, I'd like to see Scavney, fight for this championship if Alt Maverick decides to not battle today at his home race. But yeah, I want to see Scavney up there with Puff and Maverick. It's always a good time with them in the commentary booth. No offense to anyone else, but, Yeah. We are going to get this race started, and we are going to ignore the fact that I've completely favored out Puff, Maverick, and Scavney. Okay, here we go. 5 red lights should be coming on very soon as Swerven and Sam M get undisqualified from the formation lap. Can we get a better camera, please?
Nope.
Thank you. As the 5 red lights are coming on just now here for the American Grand Prix round 19 as they are out. We are going to go on board with Puff Digital here, getting his equal start to Night Monkey. All Maverick has had an absolute flyer there on the outside, on the racing line there for the start. Soy Loco is on the inside. It's 3 wide. Puff cutting the corner there ever so slightly. All Maverick going 3 wide. A lot of people 3 wide here on the start. That's a Red Bull, a McLaren, and a Haas. I think that's Wolfsburg going off the track ever so slightly. But All Maverick is into P2. Is he off?
Crashed. Yeah, he's been to big incident in the assist here. He is way at the back. He and Bar School collided.
That's both Red Bulls as well.
Surprised it's not a safety car.
Yeah, well, no one's out, so that's... Oh, who is that? That's Ben Swerven, who is off the track. Those cold tires being disqualified from the formation lap. That has to be a key factor to his spin there. But Puff Digital has lost 2 positions off the start. Soy Loco is lost a position, or has gained a position off of Puff. But Alt Maverick up 2 places. That's going to be key for his championship aspirations next round. He can win the championship, depending what he does this round here in Coda, as well as what Scavney does from the back of the grid. Is Scavney, or Ben Swerven has passed Scavney. Actually, they were side by side there for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't quite looking on board, but it's going to be Adri on Hightower. Adri having an amazing start. It's going to be the Reynolds P11, P12, as we do have a fight there. It was that front wing damage?
Janet has spun. Oh my goodness.
Janet. Oh, Janet. Oh, Janet.
Lots of people binning it here in the first lap.
Yeah, he's on the soft tires, so that's going to be a very, very difficult comeback for the Racing Point driver. Looking towards the front of the field, we don't have any very tight gaps, but Adri's already up to P10. What has happened to Loki? Is Loki in the... no, Loki is getting out of the way, as he does have a penalty already. I wonder if he has an... Oh, he's coming into the pit lane. Okay, that makes sense for Loki. High tire as well coming into the pit lane, getting off those hard tires. I think I did spot front wing damage for him, as the timings will be... what is happening? Oh, let Romney having a little bit of contact. Sam Evans around again in his Red Bull. What is going on with the timings? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Okay, let's go forward.
This usually happens. We just got to wait for it to sort itself out. Looks like
yeah.
Already a couple penalties. Wolfsburg. Lap 3.
Yeah, Adri is going to be leading the strand of Monkey Mafia and Seagrist, but Seagrist may be looking for a move here into it can be an overtaking here, turn 11. I did almost kill Axton here and got front wing damage, but also good. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, the top 4 have seemed to stabilize, as Ben Swerven still needs to come through the first sector split, as well as Scavney to fix the timings for us. That'd be very much appreciated of you guys. But yeah, it's going to be Night Monkey. You're leading this race so far with All Maverick P2, Soy Loco P4, and Puff Digital in P. no, Soy Loco P3, Puff, Digital, and Arbig are going to be P4 and 5. The two Ferraris of Arbig having a really good start there from P10. Wolfsburg as well having a very good start. Tempura from the back is already into P7. We've had a lot of Cardinals already, but yeah, RC has seemed to stabilize as well as California on those mediums into P8 and P9 as Night Monkey has hit the fastest lap of the race, and it's going to be a train of Adri, Seagrass, or Adri, Monkey Mafia, and Seagrass. I think Adri has front wing damage. That's why he's not pulling away from these guys on the medium tires. They will be starting, those medium tires will be getting a lot better than those soft tires in the coming laps, as Seagrass has past the Alpha Tower of Monkey Mafia into turn 10. Night Monkey looking to go all the way around the outside. This is a terrible camera angle on the front wing. His Puff Digital has already picked up his first penalty, as Soy Loco as well. Maybe those two getting into a little bit of a battle, the Ferrari and the Williams, but looking on from Night Monkey, he's not going to be close enough to make a move. Seagrass maybe looking for a move here across the second sector split. Not going to be going for it here, which is smart, going up through turns 8 and 9, but maybe looking in for an overtake into turn 11. He can get that DRS advantage and just pull away from Adri, who does have that front wing damage. Ooh, that's contact.
Yep, little contact, and sideways, and that will allow Seagrass to go side by side with Adri and should be able to get this move done because he does have DRS. Adri's still right there, though, could make a move. Yep. Side by side.
Ooh, both a little bit of a lockup there as they get their cars turned in for turn 12. Now coming through turn 13, Seagrass has that position now. He's on those soft tires. He doesn't have front wing damage, so he should be able to pull away from Adri, who's now struggling on his medium tires. A big lockup there on the left front from the Renault driver, but now he's going to have to focus behind. I don't think he can stay with Seagrass as the gap is already up to about 8/10 as Lit Romney has spun around on his hard tires. That's going to be really bad for his strategy. He has a safety car. Why is there a safety car? Is there anyone out?
Well,
I think we just had a safety car for Lit Romney.
Well, that makes up for the fact that we didn't have a safety car on lap 1 with that big incident. But yeah, quick shout out to Tempura Zoom, making up 13 spots from dead last on the start and now into the points. But yeah, this safety car shakes things up because we could see some people possibly come in on the hards and possibly take them to the end. I don't know if that's the best strategy, but I wouldn't be surprised as we do have some people in the pits.
Yeah.
A lot of people, actually.
Most people are going to be going into the medium tires. I'm not sure what... Lit Romney's going to be going into mediums because he cannot physically go onto the hard compound tires because he will have to make another pit stop, but Sam M is going to be looking to go to the end of the race. As he has selected the hard compound tires, and his Red Bull pit crew have put those tires on his car very nicely. So now, going to the front of the field, it's Alt Maverick... or not Alt Maverick. It's Alt Maverick, who's 2.2 seconds behind Night Monkey as it stands. And then it's going to be Puff, who made an overtake on Soy Loco. Ooh, that's a double front lockup from the Ferrari driver. That's not going to be good for his safety car restart if he decides not to pull into the pit lane. But yeah, Soy Loco split them as Seagrass has picked up a drive-through penalty.
Yep.
That sucks for him. But yeah, it's going to be Arbig at P5, Wolfsburg in P6, and Tempura. Wolfsburg and Tempura, as well as Arbig. Also, all looking strong from the start, just not getting into incidents on those soft compound tires. Why am I getting spammed?
Yeah, Seagrass. Yeah, getting that drive-through spammed. What do you mean?
I'm getting spammed on Discord by someone.
Well, then just tell him to zip his trap. But
or hold on, tune in to the ZOR tier 2 stream.
We have a little intermission here. Oh, as the Ferrari's double stacked for Ferrari's double stacked for a quick second. It wasn't too long, but Biga is going to lose a couple of spots here. Had to wait for Puff to get out and to get everything sorted, so going to lose a little bit of time there. But yeah, safety car on lap 4. Crazy stuff. And Seagrass did get a drive-through, which I got that on Monday, and drive-throughs, they suck. No way around it. They are just awful. They kill track position, and yeah. But I do notice we've had a lot of penalties from the front guys already. Puff with a penalty, Soy Loco. So, interesting stuff.
Yeah, but the two Haas cars deciding not to split strategy here. I don't know if they're in a party together, but All Maverick has decided to stay out on the soft tires. Wolfsburg has decided to stay out as well on the soft tires. They're going to be helping, and their safety car is going to be helping their strategy, maybe to go to the mediums for the end of the race. But then it's going to be, RC, who started on the medium tires outside the top 10, around 15th, I think. And then it's going to be Night Monkey, who was the leader of this race up until the safety car. And then Puff Digital, Soy Loco, and then Tempura. It has jumped Arbiga. Barkskull is not pulled into the pit lane yet to change compounds. And then it's going to be Arbiga, who double stacked, as you mentioned, with his teammate in Puff Digital. California Seagrist. What happened? Ooh, that's Tempura getting a time penalty for contact with Soy Loco.
Yeah, and he just got wing damage, and he is probably going to have to pit, so all that track position made up on the start going down the drain, and there is a considerable amount of damage to the right wing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely come in and get some new tires.
But yeah, with that happening, I don't think we definitely will not be going this lap. Maybe if we had a little bit longer in the lap to do. I mean, God help me if we did have any more of this track. I would uninstall the game, but yeah. But yeah, California's Seagrist, Monkey Mafia, Adri, and Janet all pit onto the medium tires, now going on to, or finishing their first lap on those tires. And it's going to be Hightower, who's been on the tires for 3 laps. Ben, Scavney, Lagging Loki, all been on their tires for 3 laps. English is very difficult.
Yeah.
The imposter, to say, of those from 10th to P18 is Scavney on the soft tires. Everyone else is on the mediums outside the top 10. Besides Sam M, who's on the hard tires, he's looking to go to the end here. And Lit Romney in P20, making to make up a little bit of time, having a very, very difficult start to his race with a spin, is in P20 on those medium tires. But we should be going underway as the 2 Hasses will lead us on this restart, and then it's going to be Artsy, who has yet to pit. The top 3 have still not come into the pit lane, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do, because most of these people, or some of them, I think Puff, Tempura, Biga, and Sam M should all be able to go to the end on their soft tires. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Alt Maverick, Wolfsburg, Soy Loco, and Scavney can do on those soft tires. Try and get a gap and try and make up some places before their pit stop. And let's see what Artsy, everyone else on the grid with their medium tires. Let's see what they can do. Maybe get those to the end. I think you have to pit around lap 8 here to get the medium tires to the end. But since RC has not pit yet, he has to pull into the pit lane. But I think they might have to make another stop for soft tires. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what the hard runners can do and convert their what is tire advantage in terms of endurance into results.
So a couple of things. We have a ton of people watching. Thanks to everybody checking this out. Like I said, home track for a lot of people. I think that could be a reason. And I just want to note, so the next 2 weeks will be off for holiday break, so don't expect any Thursday night action or Sunday night action or Monday night action the next couple of weeks. And real quick, so Puff is the farthest up the grid on those hard tires, maybe looking to go to the end, so Puff possibly could make things work here on the one stop.
Yeah, I do just have to mention that Seagrass will have to be pulling into the pit lane to serve his drive-through once we finish, or once we get underway here, as Alt Maverick has already got a very decent gap to his teammate, 1.5 seconds almost. Tempura picking up a time penalty on that restart in P7 on those hard tires. That's going to be good for his race because his tires will be falling off towards the end, but it's going to be RC who's made a decent restart. He's stuck to the back of Wolfsburg, who's on the soft tires. His their tires will be around equal, I'd say, for the moment, but Night Monkey, who is the net race leader coming into the safety cars, California 5, Sam M has all picked up penalties. We have an Alpha Tauri in the background going side by side with Adri. Adri's off the track. Jen is going to be making up positions. What happened?
It's spun out.
Oh, Puff is backwards. That's not good for his race. He's on those hard tires. He should be able to go to the end, trying to look for a gap to get back onto the track, but he's going to have to wait just a little bit. He's going to be all the way down in P20 with P20? Yeah, P20 with a considerable gap. But RC has made the move past Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg is fighting it back now into turn 12. Let's see what he can do on the soft tires. RC breaking a little bit later than him, but Wolfsburg using the defensive line to maybe get that position back, but RC is going to be the inside for turn 13. He's going to back out of it. He knows you can't, or most likely can't make overtakes here in the third sector, but Wolfsburg is doing a very good job of defending here. RC is going to send it up the inside of turn 15. That's an audacious move for the Racing Point driver, getting a little bit of a slide there on traction. He's not going to get the move done. Wolfsburg gave out the position and fought it back very, very nicely, but Night Monkey is just being held up here to Alt Maverick. It's already a 4.5 second gap to the race leader of Alt Maverick. Let's see what he can do on those soft tires. He's already showing as Soy Loco's coming to the pit lane to fix wing damage, but now it's Bark School is already up into P5. Puff Digital having a little bit of spin. It's going to be now Arbiga and P6 gaining from Soy Loco's pit lane entry. He's going to be the highest runner on those hard tires. What happened? I thought there was someone else. Oh, it's Tempura. Tempura's in the pit lane. He's going to be coming off those hard tires, but it's going to be California, Jinnit, Adri, Monkey Mafia, Hightower, Ben Swervin, all in the medium tires. Let's see what they can do versus Arbiga on the hard tires. And then there's going to be Scavney who's sticking onto the back of this train. Hightower's off the track. Ooh, he's on the grass. Ooh, that's close with Scavney. Very nice driving there from Scavney to avoid the Williams driver. But Sam M and Lit Romney are very close. Sam M on the hard tires doing very well. He's going to have to try and make up positions, though, if he wants this strategy to work.
Yeah, we saw the incident there with a Puff and Soy Loco. So Puff got sideways in turn 10. Soy Loco just couldn't check up quick enough. Got into the back of him, and Puff went spinning. So both front runners now at the back, and we've seen a lot of issues from a lot of guys as RC is really pressuring Wolfsburg, and this has allowed Night Monkey to close in. Bark School is there, so we could have a train forming here very shortly.
Well, I mean, if you want to mention train, just look at the conductor of Arbiga on those hard tires. Lagging Loki picking up a time penalty. It's Arbiga in P6 down to Lit Romney in P15. That's a train if I have ever seen one. And we don't even have DRS yet. So let's see what what this trade is going to be, what this trade is going to become as I stutter out my freaking brains. But yeah, let's see what that trade will become with DRS. Yeah,
that could be his new nickname, Arbiga the Conductor. I like it.
Yeah,
leading
the train. Night Monkey is really pressuring the Racing Point of RC. Night Monkey knows he doesn't have to make the moves here just yet because RC, all three guys in front of him have not pulled into the pit lane. Jinnit is on the inside of California 5. He's going to be able to get that move done and chase after Arbiga. Let's see what Jinnit can do. If he can get or stay within that DRS range, let's see what he can do on the hard compound tire runner. Getting past California 5. He's going to be the second person in the DRS. He's going to be the probably the best person, if any, out of this train to make an overtake. But Hightower, Sam, and Lit Romney have all fallen off the back of this train. Hightower being on the medium, Sam M on the hard tires, still sticking with Hightower. So he's doing very, very well on those harder tires. But Jinnit might just be out of DRS range. I think he might have gotten it, but no, he hasn't. He has not gotten the DRS. Okay, yeah, I just have to make sure that DRS was activated. As Night Monkey is going to be going past RC for P3. RC very, very late on the brakes there. AlphaTauri is going to be on the inside. I think he's going to be able to get this position as Wolfsburg did to defend his position versus RC just 2 laps ago. But yeah, Night Monkey's not going to be on the chase towards the second half driver of Wolfsburg. Looking a little bit more down the field. Ben Swervin is starting to fall off the train ever so slightly with Monkey Mafia and Scavney in behind him. Scavney really has to get these moves done if he wants his strategy to work and go onto those medium tires and have a pace advantage.
Yeah, and especially with how close everybody is getting, Scavney should really take advantage of these tires. And attaboy to Wolfsburg so far on those old softs to be holding off Night Monkey and RC. This may not last longer, though. Night Monkey's going to make a move right here.
Yeah, the AlphaTauri driver is going to be on the outside of Wolfsburg for the first corner, but he's going to be backing out of that move and then have to wait another, what seems to be half a lap. But Alt Maverick has already gotten an amazing lead out front. Wolfsburg really doing his teammate a favor here. I think Alt Maverick might be coming into the pit lane soon because his pit lane light is blue, but Wolfsburg is not. So Wolfsburg really playing the rear gunner here for Alt Maverick.
Maverick has a huge lead, 6 seconds already, and doesn't have a penalty.
Night Monkey.
Maverick has checked out.
Yeah, Night Monkey getting very, very close here. He does cross the DRS detection point. Ooh, is that out? Adri's out. Adri's out. No. Adri's been a front runner recently. He's spun out of turn 9. I think that is, very easy corner to spin out of as Puff will now see where he spun earlier on the race. He'll be saying, he'll be after paying respect as there is a safety car. Oh, that's perfect for Alt Maverick. That's perfect. You can go on the mediums here and just go to the end.
Well, we'll have to see. Wolfsburg maybe could pit this lap. I don't think that's going to happen, but Maverick is pretty far ahead of them. I don't think they should pit this lap, though, together. But both Haas drivers really benefiting from this, and some guys like Puff and Soy Loco, this really saves them after their incidents. We've had 2 safety cars in 10 laps, and we still have 18 laps to go. I don't know what's going to happen. That's insane. But looks like Maverick does pit. Let's see if anybody else does.
Yep. It looks like most people are going to be in. You can't go to the end of the medium tires, so getting fresh mediums here I think is the right call, but RC, or Barkschool is not coming to the pit lane. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe hoping to go into the softs at the end. Yeah, his pit window is open now, lap 11 for soft tires. You can't go to the end on soft tires from lap 11, so I don't know. Well, Barkschool, I think honestly everyone should be pitting here. Barkschool is staying out, 10 lap old mediums, he pit on lap 1, Big on 5 lap old hards. He's still looking to go to the end, but he is going to be taking that track position. California 5 not pitting on mediums, Ben Swerving not pitting on mediums. Monkey Mafia not pitting, Sam M not pitting. He's going to be the last of the top 6. Or, well, everybody in the top 6 is not pit, so, yeah.
That really worked out for Haas because they actually did not double stack. Wolfsburg was able to get out in a pretty reasonable amount of time, so that really paid off by them staying out after that first safety car, and Wolfsburg, one of the first guys here on fresh tires.
So, I'd just like to comment on the fact that, my prediction was that everybody would go on to mediums, as all Maverick has done. Hightower and Lit Romney are not pitting. Wolfsburg has got on mediums and has not lost track position to the people that were where he was around when the safety car came out. He actually gained a position on Night Monkey. RC as well has gained a position, but RC and Night Monkey are on those hard tires. They don't think the mediums can last to the end, or they don't have the tire conservation to get to the end on those hard tires. But then it's going to be Scavney who's pit and Jinnit who is pit, so they're going to be close to what were the net race leaders. Night Monkey being the net race leader twice now, but now he's going to be P12 on track. A few people have yet to pit or will not be able to make it to the end. Physically not able to make it to the end, but Soyloco behind them on the hards, 2 laps old. He's going to have a good shot as the 2 hard runners, 2 places in front of him. And then Seagrist, who pit on to his mediums 6 laps ago, I think he'll have to make another pit stop. But Puff, who's had it really been struggling the last few races on fresh tires, as well as Lagging Loki and Tempura, who have just now caught up to the safety car. I wonder if we're going to be in this lap with Tempura closing up to the back of the field. I have seen it come in this early, or this late, but I don't think we're going to be starting here on lap 11.
Yeah, I don't think that the safety car will come in this lap. Just want to mention we do have a lot of Wolfsburg fans in the chat, and like I said, Wolfsburg doing pretty strong so far, you know, benefiting on pit strategy and being one of the first guys out on fresh tires right now. So, yeah, great race from Wolfsburg, but looks like I think the safety car should probably come in this lap. I don't see how it could stay out another lap.
Yeah, well, RC's going to be coming in. Maybe he's listening to me. He's taking the advice. He's looks to be going on to the medium tires, unless he's picked up wing damage, but I don't think he has, based on what the pit crew is going to be doing. He's just switching off to the medium tires for the Racing Point driver. I think Barkschool and basically anyone who is on the mediums and has not pit yet, I think, or did not pit under the safety car, I think they should have all come into the pit lane, because I don't think those tires can get to the end unless you're hoping to go on softs later in the race. But that's not very far from now. That's 8 laps from now. How much of a gap can you really get to the fresh tire, or the runners on the fresh tires?
Yeah, and we'll have to see. We've got a lot of different strategies in general, but we still have a lot of people out there on old tires. Barkschool, big on those hards. He could make those go to the end, and I'm telling you, there's a good gap from him to Maverick. Maverick is going to make it to the end, but everyone in front of him probably won't, except for Sam. He's on the hards as well.
Bigger as well.
Yeah, so Bega could really benefit from this here.
Yeah, Bigger right now is the net raise leader in my books. Barkschool did pit on lap 1, so he does not have another mandatory pit stop, but I think he will have to come into the pit lane if he does not want to lose a handful of positions, and maybe even go to last if he does pick up a puncture towards the end of the race. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what these guys do on strategy, as no one is on the soft compound tires. They only last about you have to take them about 8 laps at the beginning of the race if you want the soft medium strat to work, but nobody's on those tires. think maybe most people will be going onto the softs at the end if they are going to make another pit stop in just a few laps time, as there is only, math, 16 laps left.
Yeah, and we could see another safety car. We've already seen 2 safety cars in the first 10 laps. And with all these different strategies and people with old tires at the front, I would be shocked if we don't get another safety car. I think the only thing that's guaranteed at this point is weather. But even then, this race has been crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if for whatever reason we have some random rain just show up all, out of nowhere.
Yep, Barstool has gone before the final corner. He has gotten decently to big as it's about almost 9 tenths, almost out of that DRS range already. That is not the tires. But yeah, California 5 very, very close to the back of the Ferrari. He's not going to be going for a move into turn 1. It is the first lap of the restart. We do have 16 laps left here of this U.S. Grand Prix. Ben swerving with a little bit of a lockup. Monkey Mafia is off the track there. So Alt Maverick will be going past. Sam M will be going past. Oh, Sam M's. Oh, he's in the grass. He's not going to be getting in the way of most of these drivers. Actually, maybe he's coming back onto the track.
Ooh.
A lot of people have to get out of the way for him. That's going to be shaking up the train a little bit. Wolfsburg is right on the back. Alert Romney, maybe a little bit of contact there for the Haas driver. Lagging Loki has picked up another time penalty. Yeah, Wolfsburg with a decent restart. He's made up 1 position with Sam M spinning, but Alt Maverick has made the most of his restart. He's going to the end, I think, but he's already at P5. He's the, I think he's not second here. Ooh, who's...
Huff. Nearly getting into the back of Segrist. That was very close. Look at this train from about 6th to 15th. This is absolutely insane, and we just gotta wait for DRS to be active. Then it will get absolutely crazy. I'd
just like to mention that Sam M is already derating. He can no longer use any more ERS for the rest of the lap. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, Scavney, Jinnit, and Soyloka are all super close. And Soyloka having a little bit of a move there into turn 13. He's not going to be able to get that move done. But now braking for turn 15. No moves yet, as Arbiga has made a mistake. Alt Mavericks passed him, Swerving's passed him, California are all past him. Barkschool is yet to make a mistake. He's still on the race lead. He still has to pit, though. But Alt Maverick just making up positions. He's not really making any moves, but people around him are just making so many mistakes, as RC7 down in 17th will be picking up a time penalty. Monkey Mafia is past Hightower. Actually, Monkey Mafia is into the pit lane. Alt Maverick is going past Swerving, Ben Swerving. Ben Swerving going all the way to the inside. We're going to go on board with Arbiga. Ben Swerving's off the track. He's swerving like his name, Arbiga. Very, very sideways there. He's not going to lose any positions there to Hightower, because Hightower is 3.5 seconds back, but he's even closer now with Biga's mistake. Nobody really looking for a move here. Segrist maybe into the S section is 3 tenths between him and the Williams in front of him, but nobody's going to be making a move here through the first sector. Actually, there was a few people side by side. I think Lit Romney looking for a move here on Hightower. Lit Romney trying to get out of the, what do you call it? The cork in the bottle that is Hightower. Right now, it's Jinnit picking up a penalty. Scavney very close with Night Monkey. We're going to go on board with Jinnit here. He's also very close to this battle. Scavney on the outside. Jinnit looking for a move here on the McLaren. Wow. Getting very nicely on that inside curve. But, Night Monkey having a little bit of a mistake there. On traction. Not going to be able to make up any positions. He's not going to be able to gain any time on the guys in front of him as DRS is not activated. Soy Loco getting very close to the Alpha Tower on the hard tires. Both of them are on the hard combat tires. Soy Loco going to the outside for turn 12. Segrist in behind having a double front lockup. It's very close between these guys. I can't see anything with the broadcast cams. So Loco looking to the outside of Scavney. It's going to be side by side for the Alpha Tower and the McLaren once again. Going down the inside of turn 15, Night Monkey looking for a move on the outside of turn 15. Not going to be able to pull a move. Scavney and Soyloco side by side through 16, 17, and 18. Soyloco on the outside line. That seems to be the superior line. Scavney on the outside here for turn 19. That's not going to be a move possible, as DRS is enabled as Barkschool across the line for lap 15. Soyloco getting very deep there. Scavney has to avoid him. DRS will not be active for this pit straight, as they did not cross the DRS detection point with DRS activated. Wolfsburg looking for a move maybe on Jinnit. I am stuttering so much. Scavney with a little bit of a lockup there into turn 1, trying to get past Soyloco. Soyloco's on those hard compound tires. Scavney is on the mediums, so he really has to get past these, as the guys in front of him are just pulling away. Wolfsburg making a little bit of a mistake through the S's in the dirty air of Jinnit, Lit Romney, and Hightower. Hightower is still in front of this train in 6.2 seconds. The Biga is almost outside of DRS of Ben Swervin, as Alt Maverick has gotten past the Alfa Romeo. Actually, I think we already saw that. Lit Romney picking up a penalty, as Hightower looks to be on the very edge of the track. Lit Romney going for a move here into turn 11. Is he going to get that done in the Mercedes? He's going to back out of it a little bit of snatching a little bit of a break there into turn 11. Let Romney all the way to the inside defending that position. I think that was a little bit of a traction mistake more than a defensive maneuver, but Let Romney is going to be past Jenna. Jenna is cleanly past Tempera, has retired into the pit lane. All Maverick getting very close to Barksco up at the front. Scavney,
did you
Wolfsburg.
see what Scavney just did? He just went up the middle, 3 wide, and he had a double overtake. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, now Puff is on the back of this battle as well as Sam M. RC is past the Red Bull. He's actually on the outside, I think. Can't get a good... Oh, RC has damage. He's off the track. He's going to have to look out for Segrist, who's 3 seconds behind. But RC picking up damage. That's not going to be good for his race. That's not going to be good for him, for his run of form. But now Puff Digital is on the back of this train of Night Monkey, Soyloka, Wolfsburg, Scavney, Lit Romney, Jinnit, and Hightower. I think Lit Romney just cutting a corner there. Jinnit, as we saw, is past Lit Romney. Let's see what he can do on Hightower. That's a little bit of contact for the Racing Point of the Williams. Just shoving off the track ever so slightly, but Jinnit is going to be going up into P7, but Lit Romney has gotten past Hightower. Hightower is going to go to the outside. He's going to have to forfeit those two that position. Jinnit going very deep into turn 1 with a lockup. Lit Romney with the switchback. He's going to be able to get that move done on the Racing Point of Jinnit. Jinnit's just going to have to concede to the Mercedes driver. Scavney is past Hightower. Wolfsburg is past Hightower. Hightower dropping so many positions. He has to look out for teammate. That's contact, but for the two Williams drivers, Hightower's off the track. He's losing so many positions now. He's just dropping like Lightning McQueen in Cars 3, but that came out of absolutely nowhere. But yes, Scavney 3/10 behind the Racing Point of Jinnit. Lit Romney going to the inside there. He's picking up another time penalty. Is the Mercedes driver. He's on the 11th lap. Old medium tires. His tires are absolutely struggling with a lockup there. Jinnit may be looking for a move. He will have the DRS off the Mercedes. The Mercedes driver of Lit Romney does not have DRS off of anyone in front of him, as he is the leader of the train. As our biggest pass, Ben swerving. Having a little bit of a slide there. Jinnit has passed Lit Romney. What happened to Lit Romney? He's dropped places to Scavney and Jinnit. Scavney may be looking for a move. Not going to be able to get that done, but it's very close here throughout the bottom end, the top 10, and all the drivers behind them. Seagrass getting very close to RC with that damage. Is there anyone around? I don't think there's anyone around, but Soyloco on Wolfsburg. He's going to get that move done. Ooh, that's very close between Soyloco and Lit Romney. Lit Romney starting to drop off of Jinnit and Scavney. They're going to have to try and close down to the top 6. Soyloco going all the way around the outside of Lit Romney for 16, 17, 18. Almost getting that move done. Lit Romney is going to be ahead into turn 19. That's contact. Soyloco is going to be... Ooh, that's a half slide. Oh, that's contact. Soyloco. That's a big crash. And Lit Romney is spinning around as well. I wonder if that's going to be a safety car, because we have seen safety cars for no retirements at all and no damage. That is a safety car.
Do you need a breather, Packer?
I'm good.
Really impressive.
I mean, I'm sweating, but I'm good.
Yeah, I believe it. That was really impressive, man. Like, I don't know how you did that. That was really good. So, my prediction was right. We would see another safety car.
Yeah, but...
With all that happening, which I can't comprehend what just happened, California did get in front. Maverick is in P2. Ben Swerve in P3, but they're probably going to have to pit. Yeah, this is nuts. This might be the best race all year, which is tremendous to say, because we've had some really great races between Belgium with all the weather and Singapore with all the crashes and the weather, but yeah, it's 3 safety cars in 16 laps. That's I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
that was very interesting. It was only for like 5 laps or 6 laps, but that felt like an absolute eternity. But yeah, California is going to be leading this race, as you mentioned, with all Maverick P2. I think you can go onto the soft tires if you can make them last, because you'll have to be doing around 9 racing laps on those tires. But we are going to pull up the penalties here, as California has picked up a 3-second time penalty, and then all Maverick and Ben Swerving have kept it relatively clean. We obviously don't know warnings, and I don't really feel like checking the race director, but it's going to be Big NP4 on those hard tires. He will should be coming in the pit lane, as California's in, all Mavericks in, Ben Swerving and Biga will be in. Jinnit, but our Biga has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Jinnit in P6 on the mediums, he's going to be coming in. He won't be taking track position, has 6 seconds. Scavney coming into the pit lane. He is clean. Puff Digital is going to be staying out with 3-second time penalties. Seagrass is in. Wolfsburg is in. Literally everyone's coming in. Sam, RC, Soyloco, Barksco staying out. He's already made his pit stop under the soft tires. He's also clean on penalties, so he will be, or should be, second place on track. Actually, no, he's too far behind. He's gonna be out behind California, Alt Maverick, and Ben Swerving. So on the soft tires, he's gonna be in P5 on the safety car restart, unless Puff Digital decides to come into the pit lane. But yeah. Arbig is really going to have to fight for this. He's on the medium tires with about 9 laps to go once the safety car comes in. Just closing up the safety car now as we come to the very beginning of this middle sector. But it's going to be Puff and California out in 1 and 2. They both have 3-second time penalties. And then there's All Maverick, Ben Soaring, and Barkskull all on the soft tires with no penalties to their name quite yet. And then it's going to be Arbiga and Jinnit with 3 and 6 seconds respectively. And then Scavney P8, he is clean, as I mentioned just a little while ago. Segrist in P9 with 3 seconds, and Sam M and Soy Loco P10 and P11 with 6 seconds. And then a Wolfsburg and RC 12 and 13th. RC, a little bit of a gift to him, as he's going to be able to go on fresh tires and get that front wing change with 3 seconds. And then Hightower with 6 seconds at P14. Lit Romney in P15 on the mediums with 9 seconds. Then Monkey Mafia and Night Monkey, the 2 Alpha Towers, not having a good night. Night Monkey obviously being on pole position, but just not having the greatest race. He does have no penalties, so he might be able to make quite a lot of positions. He might even be able to get into the points if he can make up positions on track. With lagging Loki having 12 seconds of penalties, just picking up his 10th, 11th, and 12th there. In that first or in the middle sector. But yeah, Monkey Mafia is 3 seconds. But as the safety car gets ready to go in, I think next lap, if Night Monkey and Lagging Loki can get on with it, we should be able to go next lap.
Yeah, and just a couple of things. So Wolfsburg did drop several positions. He had to change a wing in the pits. There was some contact before the safety car, so Wolfsburg dropping a couple spots. Night Monkey needs to get up there, because as of now, 2 of the top 3 of the Tier 2 guys would go into my predictions, which is a shock, because usually my predictions fail. But Night Monkey needs to get up there to make my predictions good. But yeah, Puff, after all the chaos Puff has had, even though he's on old tires, he's back at the front. And with the laps winding down, and who knows, maybe another safety car, Puff could get a podium out of this possibly.
Yeah, he will really have to charge on those medium tires. And with everybody down behind him, the 9 people behind him on fresh soft tires, the 2 behind them on fresh mediums, and then RC and Hightower on fresh softs, Puff is gonna have a real challenge to get in the top 5, I'd say here, especially with his 3-second time penalty and a few people behind him being clean, which is quite the achievement, considering I was nowhere near being clean last night, or not last night, Monday night. What am I saying?
Yeah. No, that goes for both of us. That goes for both of us. By the way, Barkskull, as of now, going for a potential podium, and remember, he stayed out on those tires for a long time, and he could really use those points. He's P9 right now, and has a little bit of a gap to his teammate, but this could be huge points for Barkskull and could help him in the points. So I'm sure the point standings in general are going to be absolutely nuts after this race, just because of how crazy mixed up the grid is right now.
Yeah, most definitely. As the Alpha Tauri and the Renault have closed up to the back of the field, so we should be going this lap once RC closes up to the back of Wolfsburg. And as I say, that safety car, we do get the message from race control that the safety car will be in this lap. But Red Bull are in a fight with Alpha Tauri. So as it stands, it is 4 points between them. But coming out of this race, it could probably change positions for 6th place. And I think Red Bull will be leading by a handy sum, considering their drivers are 5th and 10th right now. And Alpha Tauri are 16th and 17th. And this could also be really huge for the current battle for the lead, as Ferrari, Haas, and Racing Point are very, very close in the constructor standings with only 3 rounds after this. But Puff Digital, I think, is just about to go. Yes, Puff Digital has gone. California having a very good reaction to that. Puff Digital not Wow. Is he going to pass him before the start-finish line? Puff Digital really struggling on those tires. He still has to go another 8 laps on those medium compound tires. They've already done 8 laps. That's going to add up to around 16 laps on those tires. So he's probably going to fall down the field here with everybody else being on fresh softs. I wonder if he can make a little bit of a charge later in the race. But California has already gotten past what was once the race leader. But All Maverick backing off, being smart about this. He knows Puff Digital is on very old tires. He's not going to be on the... Or All Maverick has easily the better tire advantage here. Jinnit picking up another penalty penalty. I think that's his 9th. But Alt Maverick playing this smart. All he has to do is try and get past Puff in a timely manner, and then try and catch up and stay with California and stay within that penalty window.
Yeah, looks like Ben Swerven also staying up there. We could have a real battle between Puff and Maverick. And another thing too, Scavney really needs to find a way up there. With Maverick possibly winning this race, this could be detrimental to his championship hopes.
Yeah, as it stands right now, Alt Maverick will be winning the race. With California 5 and Puff Digital both having 3 seconds in time penalties, as Wolfsburg and RC have been fighting for P12 here. Wolfsburg getting past the turn 11, or RC getting past the turn 11, and Wolfsburg getting that back into turn 12. As I think we've already seen this before, just a few laps ago on the safety car restart before, but Segrist is past Scavney. Scavney just falling down the order ever so slightly. Not good for his championship hopes. It's very on the edge for Scavney. Scavney really has to perform well in these last 4 races, but as it stands right now, he's not going to be making up any positions. Oh, that's a time penalty for Scavney. That's not going to help him either, as he will have to try and get onto the podium, or try and beat Alt Maverick. Alt Maverick using his overtake to get past Puff. Is he going to send it into turn 1? I think he is. He's braking later than Puff. He has the better grip. He goes a little bit deep, but Puff Digital may be making contact with the rear end of the Haas, but it's looked clean to me. But Ben Swerving using all of his ERS going around the outside of turn 2. That's contact between Puff and Ben Swerving. They're side by side through the S's. Puff is off. He's on the wall. He's lost his front wing. I wonder if that's going to be a safety car. The safety car has been pretty sensitive here tonight. But yeah, that sucks. Absolutely sucks for Puff. That'll definitely. Oh, and it's a safety car. We didn't even make it 1 lap, boys.
Hey. Once again, I said there was going to be another safety car, and there you go. Is this a record? This is what, 4 safety cars?
Well, we had.
This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. I don't know what you do on strategy. Like, how do you plan for this race?
I don't even know. There's no way you could plan for this one.
What do you do? Wow. That's unreal. But Puff, yeah, just a shame, because could have gotten a podium after having that incident early on, found a way back to the front, and Ben Swerven made a very risky move going double wide into the S's, and neither one of them lifted, and that's the result of going side by side through there.
Seems the quality has gone to shit, or that might just be my computer. I think that's just my computer. But yeah, California now leads this race, as the quality has seemed to fix itself, but yeah, it's lagging for me. But yeah, Alt Maverick in P2, Ben Swerving in P3, making that very audacious move, getting very close to the back of Alt Maverick there. And then Bark School in P4, Big at P5, Jin at P6, Segrist, Scavney, Sam M, Soyloka finishing the top 10. Soyloka the first runner on the medium tires. I wonder if he'd be coming in for the soft tires. No, he will not. Wolfsburg not going to be doing it either. He is going to try and take that track position with his time penalties. And a lot of people around him with time penalties as well. And then it's going to be RC, Hightower, Lit Romney, and then Monkey Mafia will be coming to the pit lane. I'm not exactly sure for what. Maybe to fix a front wing or get fresh tires. It is going to be fresh tires for Monkey Mafia. Night Monkey will take that place, though, into P15. And then Puff Digital Wells with his front wing damage with that incident. He's going to be going on the soft tires, taking a new front wing from his Ferrari pit crew. But yeah, Lagging Loki will take those 2 positions then as well. Up into P16 for the Renault driver. He's not going to be pitting for fresh softs. But yeah, it's going to be California 5 to lead us off on this restart. So just before the safety car ended, I did make a mention about my top 3. And now 2 of them were in the top 3. That was a mistake. That's my bad. I am very sorry, Puff. I'm just not even going to mention it anymore, because every time I have either Night Monkey or Puff has had an issue, Maverick every week seems to not get affected by the curse. I've picked him several times, and for whatever reason, he's been fine, but everybody else I pick seems to always have issues. But like I said, I'm not going to bring it up anymore, just because I don't want Maverick to have an issue. But yeah, Maverick looking pretty good right now, and keep an eye out for Ben Swerven too. He made a very aggressive move into the S's, and he's had pace, so he could very well make a move on Maverick and possibly make something happen here. Well, yeah, most definitely. It's going to be Ben Swerven and Alt Maverick and Bark School as well. We have to mention Bark School. Going to be fighting for that race win with California 5's 3-second time penalty. We are going to pull out the time penalties again as Puff Digital close up to the back of the field. I don't think we actually might be getting... No, we won't. Puff Digital is a little bit too far off with his front wing change. But yeah, it's going to be California 5, again, as I mentioned, literally 2 laps ago. with 3 seconds of time penalties. Alt Maverick, Ben Swerving, and Barkswell, as you can see on your screen, are clean. And then it's going to be Arbiga, the second person with 3 seconds, and Jinnit is going to be falling down the field. We have seen Jinnit pick up a few time penalties recently, just over the season, with that no line. So a little bit of a struggle for him in the race director. With 9 seconds, and then Segrist and Scavney with 3 seconds, and then it's Sam M, who has a disadvantage. I mean, a lot of people have time penalties, but most people only have 3 seconds, so that's an advantage to them compared to the guys who have no time penalties, which should be finishing in the points. Of Lagging Loki can keep it on the track and close enough to the guys in front. But yeah, Sam M with 6 seconds, Soy Loco with 9 seconds, Wolfsburg and RC with 3, and then Hightower and Let Romney with 9, Night Monkey, actually no, Lagging Loki has 12 seconds. What am I saying? It's Night Monkey who's clean, and Lagging Loki with 12, and Monkey Mafia and Puff Digital looking to make a charge here. I think they're both on fresh tires. Yes, they are. Making to look a charge with their 5-lap tire advantage with 3 seconds of penalties. Ooh, that's off the track for Puff. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, so up front right now, it's looking pretty similar for about the top 7 or 8. You do have to factor in the reserves. So unless if we get another safety car, which I'm going to make a prediction right now, we will not see another safety car because I think we're going to have to literally have it on the lap after the safety car ends, because obviously in the last few laps there will not be a safety car. But yeah, the top 8 or 9, pretty similar in tires, all on the softs. All about 4 or 5 laps on them, so I think this will be very equal to the finish right here. And you do have to factor in the fact that Maverick and Barstool don't have penalties, so Barstool could really be in for a podium right here. And like I said, being P9 in the standings, that could really give him a bunch of points.
Yeah, most definitely. But we are going to look to Alt Maverick, who is currently the lead driver out of that top 30 in the Constructors battle. And he is the lead driver in the Drivers' Championship. So looking very good going into Mexico through 2 weeks' time. But yeah, he does only need a 53-point gap coming out of Mexico to win the championship to Scavney. Right now the gap is 42, and that gap will be even larger coming out of USA. I think he will have enough points to win the championship in Mexico. Just barely to Scavney, but... yeah, we will have to see where this race goes. We have seen Ben Swerving. He's the one for the audacious moves, maybe getting into an incident. Let's see if Alt Maverick, let's see all 3 of our predictions getting off the podium. But Lagging Loki picking up a 5-second time penalties. California has gone out of the penultimate corner for the Mercedes driver. Alt Maverick losing a little bit of time, but that is expected considering you cannot react the same exact time. You cannot go before the guy in front of you, as Sam M has picked up a time penalty in the Red Bull. That's not going to be good for his race. Ben Swerving going a little bit deep. Actually, no, he's hitting the apex perfectly fine. Don't look to me for predictions. But Monkey Mafia not having the greatest restart. Lagging Loki. Oh, Puff's already up the inside of the Renault. Yeah, that's a good move from Puff there. But let's go back towards the front of the field. Ben Swerving right on the back of the Haas of Alt Maverick is starting to cloud over here in Texas. So that's going to advantage the soft runners with their tire wear. That's really going to help them because the temperatures are going to be cooler. There's going to be a little bit less tire wear. I think that's how that works. Don't quote me. But yeah, Jinnit very close to the back of our biggest Segrist, back to the close to the back of the racing point of Jinnit. As RC is making a move on Hightower, that's going to be the inside for turn 11. We have already seen this battle play out. I think this is the 3rd time we've seen this play out. But RC goes up the inside of turn 11, and then Wolfsburg gets the move done again into turn 12 with no DRS. But Wolfsburg does not have the tire advantage here. We're going to go on board with Hightower to watch this battle. Wolfsburg, a little bit of contact there between the two. Hightower getting very close to them on the brakes. Wolfsburg on the inside, getting able to get that move done. I think they flip positions here, RC and Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg is normally on the outside there for turn 12, as we do have a yellow flag. Who is that for? I think that's for Let Romney, making a little bit of a mistake. But Wolfsburg has gotten that position back to RC7. Any other close gaps back there? No, there are not for the the meantime. I think as soon as we get onto lap 25, as we just have, there will be no more real safety cars and no more virtual safety cars. So that's nice. So the race should be able to continue without a hit. Just, Night Monkey having a little bit of slide there on traffic out of the last corner. Puff Digital maybe looking for a move here. He does have the ERS advantage by about 20% to the AlphaTauri in front of him. Is he going to send it? No, he's not. That's smart from the Ferrari driver, not being desperate, but he does need to make up positions if he wants his strategy to work out. Puff Digital, Arbiga getting very close to the back of the Red Bull of Barstool. So Loco picking up another time penalty. That's not going to be good for his races. He's the first person on the medium tires. He's going to be starting to fall off. But the soft tires are going to become worse and worse as the race starts to end. Maggie Loki picking up his fifth time penalty, but All Maverick still very close to the back of the Mercedes of California 5. California does have the ERS advantage, interestingly enough. Ben Swerving is only 20%, so that's why he's starting to fall off as RC7 has passed Wolfsburg once again into turn 11. RC is getting the better traction this time, so let's see where Wolfsburg will go. Right now, he's on the outside on the medium tires. He's using all of his ERS. RC, oh my, where is RC? RC is on about 30%. Wolfsburg using his ERS. He's down to 11, braking for turn 12, but RC is going to be in the inside this time, and Wolfsburg are gonna just let that one go, maybe making a dive here into turn 13, having a little bit of a look. RC goes deep under the pressure from the Haas of Wolfsburg. We have seen this battle play out many times. This is the fourth iteration of Wolfsburg versus RC7, but Wolfsburg is gonna win out again coming through turn 15, but now looking a little bit farther up the field. No gaps are really that close. Barkschool starting to fall off the back of Ben Swerving. That's not going to be good for him. He does have a good cushion to the guys behind with penalties, so Arbiga really has to get a move on here if he wants to finish in fourth place. But yeah, it's really tight between the midfield, just not the moves being made.
I'm telling you what, I think Ben Swervin is going to make a move. Because right now, he is very close to Maverick. And Maverick, by the way, DRS is active.
Ooh,
so we could see a battle
that's the
between
Alpha Tower is
them.
crashing.
Oh.
As well as Puff. Gosh darn it. Puff has front wing damage again. Rip
Man.
Puff.
And by the way, I don't think this will be a problem.
That's
Whoa!
close.
Yep, that was too close. The clouds are rolling in. And I don't think we'll see rain. There's not many laps left. But just keep that in mind. Maybe on the last lap or something, we'll have some sprinkles. As DRS
Seeger's making a little bit of a mistake. Ooh, look how close it is. Big has made a really big mistake. He does have the DRS, but he doesn't have the momentum. Scavney has that momentum advantage. He has a momentum on Arbiga. He does is going to have the speed over Seegers. You're going to the outside there for turn 11. Oh, that's Biga. That's front wing damage for both Ferraris now. Scavney getting just punted out of the way. Sam M is going to make his way past the Ferrari of Arbiga. Both Ferraris struggling here in the late race conditions, but Scavney has now lost DRS to Seegers as a yellow flag. Who is that? That's Ben Swerving. Ben Swerving has spun around.
No.
Alt Maverick now, I think, has a comfortable lead here. He's going to be able to comfortably win this race with California's penalty. Alt Maverick only being 6 tenths behind. Barkschool out of the penalty window to California 5. He's 3.5 to Alt Maverick. So even now, Alt Maverick could pick up a penalty, but he'd still have to make the move on California 5. Going on to the penultimate lap here, Scavney, 2.1 seconds to Seegers. Does he have front wing damage? I don't think he does, the McLaren driver. Just losing a little bit of time, just being shaken by that move from Biga. Biga is on the back of Soy Loco, is about a tenth going into turn 1, braking early. Ben Swerving, I didn't even see him coming. Oh, that's contact between the two Ferrari-powered cars. RC is 3.9 seconds back. He's not going to get involved in this battle quite yet. Ben Swerving, Monkey Mafia is out. He's out in the pit lane. But the Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari getting very close on track. They made contact. Janet picking up another time penalty. That's his second in 3 laps, I think. But Swerving going around the outside of there of turn 7, I think. Yeah, Ben Swerving is going to be able to get that move done. And the Ferrari of Arbiga is really struggling with that front wing damage. Night Monkey is close to the back of Puff Digital. Puff with that massive front wing damage. Night Monkey has no left end plate himself. But Seagrass going back to the front of the field is very close to the back of Barkschool. Both of them are under 10% ERS. That's very late on the break for Barkschool, getting close to the back of the racing point of Jinnit. Jinnit might be on for a podium here as he has passed Barkschool, but there's only a lap and a sector left of this race.
Oh, RC send on Biga there. Not able to get it done. Biga was in position for a potential podium. Things have just collapsed in the last few laps, so Ferrari once again not getting many points. I'm telling you what, Haas could possibly win this Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, most definitely. Seagrass, you're looking to the back of Barkschool. Barkschool has done one more lap than the 3 guys in front of him, but he's just losing so much time as we now go into the final lap. I don't think Alt Maverick is going to be making a move here on California 5. He's been in the position many times, but he has taken the smart decision more times than not. The only time he really made the bad decision was in Canada, where he crashed out, or had to crash with someone in the final corner at Canada, losing a race win to his championship, what was rival at the time, Scavney. But Wolfsburg has passed Arbiga with that front wing damage, really struggling. behind him. His teammate is not too far back, only 2 positions behind him. None of the gaps are really that close for an overtake, but Biga was close to Wolfsburg, but that gap is rapidly extending as Hightower's on the inside of Biga. Biga's going to have to give that one up. Lit Romney is behind him as well. He's just dropping so many positions with that wing damage. The two Ferraris are about to be side by side, or close to each other on track.
I'm telling you, Bark School, this may not be a guaranteed podium. He has really slipped back on those older softs. They're slightly older, and this may not be guaranteed yet.
Nothing in this race has been guaranteed so far,
No.
but Sam M is very close to the back of Scabney. Scabney really has to pick up positions here, has to get to the back of Bark School, but it is the last lap. It seems that California will be crossing the line in first place. Alt Maverick has not picked up any penalties. I think we are going to get the gap to the leader up here. But yeah, it's going to be Alt Maverick who wins the race. California 5 crossing the line in first place. I don't even think California will score points anyways, because he is a reserve, or he drives in the EU tier. But it's going to be, and then Jinnit to win it in P3, Seagrass P3, or actually P3. Barsko is going to jump them though, so he's going to be B2. Seagrass P3.
Nice.
He's going to pick up his first podium. And it's going to be Scavney in P4, so that's really good considering Alt Maverick won the race. But I think Alt Maverick is going to be in that championship position for Mexico in 2 weeks. It's going to be Jinnit in P6, really falling down the order, finished in P2 on track, dropping down to P5, and Sam in 6. Ben swerving, who looked to be a podium contender, and then making a mistake there on that last safety car restart in P7. So Loco P8, RC P9 had a really was really struggling down towards the bottom end of the point. This is going to be Wolfsburg, who's picking up the last points position.
By the way, shout out to Seagrass. Remember earlier in the race, he got a drive-through and ends up getting a podium. And yeah, driver of the day, absolutely. And Bark School, yeah, I like that. Bark School getting a podium, and Scavney, after being in the midfield a lot of the race, finishing up front. So even though Maverick on the top step of the podium, still a reasonable day for Scavney, and Maverick could potentially clinch the championship after Mexico, but like I said, Scavney still got a good amount of points.
Yeah, most definitely. P4 is not that bad for the McLaren driver, but when you're fighting against Alt Maverick for that championship, I mean, Alt Maverick has just been so consistent, been on the podium quite a lot recently, just over the season as well. I think he's been the class of the field so far. I think that gap is going to be up to, if I can do math, 25. It's going to be extended by 13 points, so it's going to be 55 points going to Mexico. He only needs a 53-point gap, so Scavney, if he wants to stay in the championship fight, will have to outscore Alt Maverick by 3 points. If he wants, no, he has to outscore him by 4 to keep the championship alive. I think since Alt Maverick has probably picked up more race wins. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me. But yeah, California from P17 on the grid will be finishing P2, but he's not going to be scoring points. He will be moved out of the way in the final results. But yeah, Barkscope from P11, a good drive from the Red Bull as well. Don't forget to mention him with no penalties. And Seagrass P3, he's going to be picking up his first podium in Zenith Online Racing from P19. A great drive from him. Then it's going to be Scavney, P4, as we mentioned. Jinnit, P5, still in the top 5 with that 12 seconds of penalties, which really surprised me. But then it's going to be Sam, P6, Ben Swervin, P7, Soyloco, P8, RC, P9, and Wolfsburg picking up that last point for Hats. It's going to be absolutely crucial in the Constructors' Championship. Hightower in P11, and then the two Ferraris in 12th and 13th. Not a great run of form for the two Ferraris, as they looked absolutely bulletproof at the beginning of the season. And then Lit Romney, Night Monkey, P14 and 15, Lagging Loki, P16, and Monkey Mafia in P17, and then Tempura and Adri are the last two finishers.
So we have a legitimate Constructors battle here, so if I did the math correctly, it will be 9 points between Ferrari and Haas going into Mexico.
That's
with 3
crazy.
races left. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, the last few weeks just have not been great for Ferrari, and this race, neither of them scoring points. Not only that, but this is going to hurt both of them and the drivers, too, because both Arbeega and Puff at one point had a shot at P2, but with Scavney and Maverick pulling away, I think that the top 2 in points is pretty much locked up at this point.
Yeah, most definitely. Isaiah has also done the math. We have run the numbers, Lewis. We have most definitely run the numbers.
Yes.
But yeah, it is going to be 9 points going into Mexico. Coming out of Mexico, Ferrari needed an 89-point gap to win the constructors. That is, they need to score 80 points, which is, that's an item shop item. We don't want that on the screen. That is disgusting. We're going to go to F1 2020, and we are going to get the podium finishers in the party. But yeah, they need to score 80 points in Mexico, and that's not even possible. So the constructors cannot be wrapped up tonight. It wasn't wrapped up tonight. Ferrari having a very, very difficult day, and it won't be wrapped up in Mexico.
So I am going... And I say I am going to take a 30-second commercial break.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to get Seegers in the party. And someone text the podium finishers if you have their numbers or their Snapchat or something. Just text them. Get them in here. Okay, I have added Burke School and Seagrist. Some players cannot be added because they're player settings. So yay.
Oh,
great.
Well, that's tough.
Yes, very tough. But yes, the race winner is here.
You know what? We should make things tough on these guys by asking them their most, I don't know the word, their favorite part of the race. Because I don't think you can choose one. Because that, like I said, I think this might have been the race of the season, which is hard to say because we've had so many great races. But yeah, Maverick, do you need to have a breather? I mean, that was insane.
I might need a water.
Yeah.
And if you watch my stream over, you might need to turn the volume down because it might blow out the speakers. I yelled so loud when I crossed the line.
Well, you know who needs a water is Packer. There was one point. I think he's
kidding.
I think he went on maybe like a 3 or 4 minute just. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know how you can physically do what
I mean,
Packer
we're going to
did.
ignore the amount of just stuff, like, never mind. That's disgusting. We're not going to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the stream playing on through my phone on my earbuds, and all I could hear was Packer talking for like 2 laps straight.
I'm sorry, Camden, if it didn't get you enough, but yeah.
No, it was impressive. Like I said, like I was just waiting to see if you were gonna like roll over and and die. I was worried you were out of air.
Yeah.
Just waiting to see what happened, but yeah, that was crazy. So we can probably get started with Maverick right now, and just wait for the other two to get in here. So, Packer, I shall let you begin.
Okay. Well, we may have made a mistake, boys. Go back. Cirrus is a reserve.
Well, here's the thing. Scavney once again in the podium. So,
wait,
I think Scavney's I think he's in here. So,
I don't even.
Well, still though, that's a great race by Seagrass, starting P19 on the grid, moving his way up, getting a drive-through, moving his way up again to finish P3 on track. That's just fantastic stuff. So, But yeah, we'll get Scavney and Bark School in here. Is Bark School in here? I don't
I
think
tried
he
to add
is.
him. I can try and add him again, but yeah, I'll try as well. There we go. Okay. Now I just have to wait for Scavney, but we can get underway. Right now. But so yeah, Alt Maverick. I do believe you have the points gap to win the to win the championship in Mexico if Scavney does not outscore you by 3 points or more. So looking very good for you championship wise, but that is going to be in 2 weeks. Are you going to be off form then, or are you going to try and stay in form over the Christmas break?
I think it might die down. I mean, 2 weeks is a pretty long time, and especially since I play like real sports, when you take big breaks like this, you lose a lot of that skill and a lot of that momentum you carry throughout the season. Um, so, I mean, one of these next 2 weeks I can practice because I'll be on vacation next week starting Monday, so I won't be able to practice that week. But I'm hoping Mexico can go as well as today. I don't have the greatest setup for Mexico. I struggle with grip, it seems like, so I may have to tweak that a little bit. But I mean, uh, it's it's interesting. I've never been in this position before to really win anything, so I'm just hoping, this break doesn't kill me as much as at least the first break did.
Yeah, Maverick, first of all, congrats on the win. And yeah, going back on what you said, I think it's very important to get all that practice in. I might actually run the EU race on Sunday if I'm able to be there, just because we have a long break from now until Mexico. So you and Wolfsburg at one point were doing really great teamwork. I believe it was the second safety car. You guys were able to stay out and come in and pit around the same time, but it was just good enough to where you guys didn't double stack. Just talk about that, because at one point you two were right up there at the front together.
Yeah, I mean, staying out, I think it was that first safety car. We were 1-2, and we've never been in a party this whole season. Um, so I think seeing that for the first time, knowing that we were kind of in a good position, it made me really happy to finally see that. But I know his pace isn't the best of this tier, so I knew he was probably going to drop back. Um, but when that safety car came in and he was kind of behind me, I was like, is he doing this because he's helping me, or is he doing this because, maybe something's wrong? I didn't know. But it helped me in the end that way. And then when that second safety car came out, like you were talking with the pit stop, um, I I knew I had to pit that lap because that's when my pit window was originally. So even then, I was ecstatic when I came out because I was like, "This is perfect." Um, and I knew the gap was, I think, about 8 seconds. So I was like, "I'm gonna try to keep my delta as low as I can to make sure that the gap is as big as it could be, to where I don't mess him up by slowing down for the safety car." And I guess it worked. So I'm just really happy that I didn't mess up his race, and he kind of helped me there too as well. So I guess I just repaid the favor.
Yeah. Before we go on to Bark School, the constructor's gap to Ferrari right now is 9 points. So it's great for you. I know that because earlier in the season it didn't look like, well, Ferrari were absolutely bulletproof, and then the last few races happened. How's your views on like the constructors battle? Obviously, in the season or earlier on, you didn't think it was quite possible, but it seems a real possibility now going into the last three races.
Um, it yeah, it seems possible. I think there was one point towards the midway point of the season where the gap was too big to where, even in my mind, and I'm not typically a selfish person, to where I was like, it doesn't seem like the constructors is a possibility. After looking at Wolfsburg's form, I'm most likely just gonna have to focus on on my race and worry about my championship standings and worry about what Scavney and Soy, Puff, Biga, the championship contenders really at that point were doing. But now that we've just been chipping away because Biga and Puff haven't been having the best of races, and I know that's eating them up inside. I think it's a possibility, and if we can do it, I think it'll be better than even winning the Drivers' Championship, is just clawing back from probably a hole that I don't think anybody, even in normal Formula One today, would think about doing. So it's going to be good these last 3 races.
Yeah, most definitely. But now going on to the Bark School. Bark School, I believe this is your first podium of the season in USA. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I think it's your first podium. You had a really good race, not picking up any penalties, and that really helped you in the end.
Yeah, this is my first podium, at least this season. Probably the first time that I felt somewhat within form. Certainly, at least this season. I've been watching the last few races from the back.
Let's go, Bark School.
I've finally turned off, anti-lock brakes, and I managed to keep it on track the whole time. I think I finished in poor man's pole on qualifying, slapped on mediums, and I got lucky. Scavney, I think we sort of touched there on the first lap.
We did, right going through the S's.
Yeah, I think we just got a little loose there, and I might have gotten luckier of the two. I kept my wing. I was on the mediums, and pretty much just got lucky from there.
Yeah, Bark School, awesome stuff, man. First podium on the season, P9 in the points, and that could easily turn into possibly P8 with all these points. How do you feel?
I'm feeling like the internal rivalry with R. Biga is progressing, and I'm hoping to not finish on top of him this season, but catch his pace down the stretch. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. On to Scavney. With your being second place in the championship, and that gap being over what you need, or you have to outscore Maverick by I think 3 points in Mexico if you want to keep that championship fight alive. But looking in behind just a little bit, I think you have a big enough gap to Biga, considering his form and where you've scored tonight. I think you've got second place wrapped up. How do you feel about that, and how do you feel about your race? It was a real roller coaster.
Well, second place is great. I mean, first place has been growing out of the question ever since Austria, but very happy with second place. It wasn't looking too good at the start of the race tonight, but it's a long race. A lot of things can happen, and a lot of things did. Very pleased with the result.
Yeah, Scavney, it was really an up and down race from you. Lots of stuff happening. I think I caught the lap 1 incident at the last second. What happened there on lap 1? Because I saw there was an incident there going into the S's.
Well, I didn't get the greatest start at all, and then there's just cars going everywhere, and I was just trying to keep pace, and me and Bark School both went for the same spot, and I ended up in the wall. That's about all that was to it.
Oh yeah. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Well, I can't really remember most of the race because it's super crazy. But yeah, it was a good race for most people. There was a lot of incidents. I'm sure the admins and the stewards are going to have a field day with the amount of reports. We're going to take a quick look right now. There's only Fuzz's messages. Fuzz's message just for USA incident reports, but there's nothing else from drivers. So that's promising. But yeah, great race from you three. I think Bark School and Alt Maverick didn't pick up penalties. Scavney, I think you had 3 seconds.
Yep, 3 seconds.
Yeah, really good drive. I mean, did better than what I could do on Monday night. So yeah, really good from you guys. Great race. I don't really have anything else to say. Camden, you?
How's everyone feeling about Mexico? I've heard a lot of different things. I think people either love it or hate it. So, yeah, we'll just go down the order. Maverick, how are you feeling about Mexico?
Um, I think I mentioned this, but my setup isn't the best for grip around there. It's one thing I really struggle with, especially that um, little first stadium section, as I like to call it, with like that tight double right-hander. Going through there, I have absolutely no grip, no turn-in. Yes is all right. I can kind of take it flat out if I'm feeling frisky in quali. Um, but yeah, I was hoping to wrap up the championship by now because Mexico and Brazil, for some reason, I don't have any pace around there. But um, I'm just hoping that everything can go as smoothly as it can tonight, and hopefully we can just be there to wrap it up next week.
Yeah. Barstool, you?
Absolutely.
Mexico?
I'm feeling good about Mexico. I've got some good pace around there. It gets a little congested through the first couple of turns, so if I can keep my nose on and get out of the way, I should end up okay at the end of the day.
Yeah. Very easy to pick up wing damage on Mexico. Very tight track. Scabney, you on Mexico?
It's up there for me. I mean, definitely not my best, but have some decent pace as well. And I mean, time penalties obviously are going to be a big factor in Mexico. So if we can keep the car between the lines, a couple bit of good luck, see what happens.
Yeah, all three of you did a pretty good job of that. As I already mentioned,
Yeah.
is definitely overstated tonight in the interviews. But yeah, Mexico should be a fun race, but that is going to be after a 2-week break for Christmas and the New Year. But yeah, go check out. I would say Zyg doing Sunday comms or for EU, but I don't think he's going to be available for
Nope.
Sunday. So sign up, do comms, do it. But yeah, it's gonna be, or it has been me, Iro Packer, and Camden Luca in the commentators booth once again for ZOR Tier 2. It's been a great night, great racing from everyone. Thank you for the comms, and yeah, see ya.